Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is Laura. So we're starting something new and exciting today. We are going to do a Let's Play, and I'm calling it Rags to Riches to Rags, a Legacy Challenge. Bam! Wow, right? Wow. So what does that mean? We are going to start a family from virtually nothing, build up their fortune, and then tear it all down. Fun, right? So we're not going to be following traditional, uh, strict rules that are usually in place for like the um, Legacy Challenge or Rags to Riches. We're not going to be starting at zero. We're just going to start out with what the game gives you so that we can start the business with that. And I only really call it a Legacy Challenge because we're going to be playing multiple generations over the course of the game. So, little more detail into what we're thinking. So, the first generation, the goal is going to be to get to a million simoleons in profit, or as close as we can get, because I don't know if that's going to be even possible in one generation. um, so this sim, the founder that you see here, his name's going to be Landon McHugh when I'm done playing with the name generators. He is going to raise hard-working children and grandchildren just like him, and they are going to carry on and sustain the business. But, dun dun dun, when we get to the fourth generation, um, that sim is going to ruin it all. That person or sim is a lazy bum who doesn't want to work, sells the business, buys a big house, and just wants to live off the profits. No job, no income, because he has plenty of money, right? So how long is it going to be before all the money's gone? How many generations is it going to take? So that's what we thought would be kind of interesting to see. And I don't think I've seen it anywhere before, or at least not combined in this way. So hopefully this is original. I mean, it's not important that it's original, but I think it might be an original idea. Um, so that was our thought. My husband actually is the one that came up with the basic idea for the challenge, in that, to basically build up a family and then tear them down and just watch the fallout. We don't actually have um, anything in mind for like what happens when all the money is gone. Like, what are the Sims gonna do then? So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Um, yeah, so right now we are just in Create a Sim. I was just making some simple attire for him. Um, I did actually, the first time I recorded this, I recorded the audio as I was doing Create a Sim. But sadly, the microphone was not acting right during that recording, so I wasn't able to use it. I'm having to do the speed uh, video and voiceover, but all the future videos for the Let's Play will be like in real time as I'm playing them. I'll be speaking about it, so that'll be a better format for that. Um, I also wanted to mention that if you are interested in playing this version of a challenge, I will post a summary of the challenge and like guidelines in the description. Um, and I'll tell you them now. So there's no hard and fast rules except you can't use a money cheat, obviously, because why would we even be doing this? um, and then just some guidelines. We're going to be using normal aging. We're just going to do one child per generation and only 3 generations per household at any given time on our playable lot. And that's just because, once we really get into it, we're going to be going back and forth between the business all the time, and it's just hard to manage more than, I mean, you could end up having, what, like 6 Sims in the house at the same time, I think? No, even more. I mean, yeah, you could have more than that, I guess. But anyway, that's basically the rule that we, well, not a rule, like I said, it's just an idea for a guideline. Um, And the only other thing I wanted to say was that we didn't really want to plan for any restrictions on traits, aspirations, hiring employees. You can do that if you want. I never do because it eats into the profit, and obviously the point here is to make as much money as possible. Um, but it's a calculated risk for you. You don't want to be at the business all the time. So here we go now into his residential lot, which, like I said, we're going to spend no time here. He's pulling out his phone and he is buying the retail lot now. Um, I don't think I mentioned yet that he is doing that because we're actually going to build an apartment over the business, and he is going to live there for the first 4 weeks in the game. Um, to save money, for lack of a better reason. And so at the end of those 4 weeks, then he can take, our idea was 10% of his earnings to build a modest home. And every Sunday after that, he can take 5% of his earnings to upgrade or do any renovations to the house. So I thought that, just a couple of guidelines would keep it interesting. Um, Very basic build right here. I mean, if you've seen any of my other videos, um, I mean, this is nothing like that. Obviously, where I just did bare bones to spend as little money as possible so that I can spend it on items to sell. So it's literally just the essential items. I mean, we have a bed, a shower, the bathroom is actually on the base floor here in the business for a reason. When I've played businesses before, I found that like customers will leave if they have unmet needs, and one of them is their bladder need. So we're able to fill that. Then I'm actually able to interact with them once they're done, and I can resume trying to convince them to buy my product. So I did build the bathroom on the bottom there. Um, I did not furnish the store in this video because I'm not decided yet on what I'm going to sell. There are several things that are kind of obvious money makers. Um, you can definitely do, you know, a lot better with. Um, but it takes money to make money. So one thought that I had about this is maybe for the first week, we might sell some smaller items just because we only have limited money in the beginning. Um, and we could use that first week to earn the money to buy some bigger items. I know I want to say it was a Rags to Riches I watched by Sim Supply. He ended up doing a whole store of like violins, which is the most expensive single item in the game. Um, but I mean, you couldn't start there. So that was my thought about that. Maybe starting with some smaller items. I know in the one that I did before, I actually sold like couches. They were like $4,000 couches, I think, and made pretty good money with that. So I'd like to see if you have any ideas on what we should sell in the store. You want to leave it in the comments. Um, So like I said, I left it just basically unfurnished downstairs for now so that I can add it in on the next video. I'm going to upload one video a week for this challenge, and my plan is to like do that and then one build per week. Um, so a little bit of diversity there. Actually, we're coming up on the end of the video already because I sped everything up. So like I said, if you have any ideas for the challenge or what to sell in the business, please leave them in the comment below. If you're interested in this challenge, please consider subscribing and leave a like on the video. And I hope to see you back for the first episode of Rags to Riches to Rags, a Legacy Challenge. Thanks for watching. Bye.